all. So I finally managed to see the vice presidential debates between Mike Pence and Kamala Harris. About a day late. I meant to stay up late to watch it, and then I forgot and went to bed anyway. Um, so what? It struck me watching it that I in my head I was comparing it to the presidential debates, and there were a lot of things that struck me. One thing that struck me again is how very different Mike Pence and Donald Trump are in debates. Now I gotta say I like Mike Pence better. I think he's, at least in some ways, he's a better debater than Donald Trump. Um, the two are very different, so unless the two they go head to head, it's very hard to make a really good comparison. But one thing I like about Mike Pence is he's so soft spoken. Um, Never raises his voice. I'm a very angry person. I don't think I could do that, so I do admire that. Um, I really admire that. He never raised his voice. He in the debate in this particular debate he never raised his voice. He never sped up, and he still managed to be completely savage. I like that. Really enjoyed this debate. I did enjoy the VP debate in 2016, but this one was really fun. Um, More fun than the presidential debate. That was just a real clusterfuck, and I'm not blaming Donald Trump for that. I mean, if Chris Wallace had not been so incredibly, obviously, gigantically biased toward Joe Biden, or possibly just against Donald Trump, it it would have been a lot different. What do I mean by biased? Okay, well, in both debates, presidential and vice presidential, both moderators asked almost exactly the same question about Donald Trump's health. And neither said anything about Joe Biden's health. Joe Biden, who several times has literally forgotten what state he's in. Joe Biden, whose health is a serious concern for perhaps not the majority of everyone in this country, but certainly a very huge number of people. And in two debates, neither moderator had asked anything about Joe Biden's health, and both asked critically about Trump's health. That's a really obvious bias. Mike Pence, I think, handled it a lot better than Trump did. Although, to be fair, I think in the VP debate, the moderator was a little less obviously biased. The bias was clear. There's no debate, no question about that. And I gotta say, that's really dumb. I mean, one thing that all Americans hate is unfair bias. Okay, we all disagree very sharply about what is an unfair bias, but we all hate it. It's something that puts all of us off. And if the media, for example, was not so obviously flagrantly biased against Donald Trump, he'd be a lot less popular. I'm serious. If they didn't tell so many lies about him, he'd probably be behind in the polls right now. Seriously. But I digress. Right. So so Joe Biden, I'm really surprised. He actually did a much better job than Kamala Harris. Unquestionably, I think. He certainly did a better job than Hillary Clinton did in 2016. This is not the first time, to be fair, that Joe Biden surprised me. If you're looking back through my video library here on YouTube, I predicted that Joe Biden would not make it through the primaries, and here he is. He's the Democratic candidate. So good on him, I guess. Um, but Kamala Harris, wow. I mean, Joe Biden talks to the camera, and I'll say this for him: he is very personable. He can talk to the camera like he's talking to the audience members directly, and he does seem like a very personable, very friendly guy. Kamala Harris talks to the camera, and she comes off as patronizing. I don't like that. I think that most people don't like that. Now, the president's debate, I wouldn't call it a Trump win. He didn't give anything away, but I don't think he gained anything out of it. If the moderator hadn't been so biased, maybe he would have, but anyway. But Joe Biden, he may have given a few things away. Changing his public position on fracking again, disavowing the manifesto he penned with Bernie Sanders. Donald Trump kept repeating, "You just lost the left," and I'm like, yeah, maybe. He's certainly doing himself no favors. But Kamala Harris, oh boy. The VP debate was a clear win for Pence. Clear. There's no arguing that. She brought up China, and she didn't have to. He didn't bring it up. It was not in the questioning. She brought it up. And it was dumb. It was dumb. What she said, just bringing up it all was dumb, and then what she said about it was dumb, because the majority of Americans are happy about the Trump-Pence position toward China and the WHO. But anyway, oh man. Every time I turn on the camera, my nose starts itching. Anyway, so that was fun. And I gotta say, I think I would like to see there being more than one VP debate. I like less than fewer than presidential debates, certainly, because presidential debates are more important. But I think the VP debates are important too, and I would like to see more of that. Especially with Mike Pence doing the debating. Like I said, I think he's fun to watch. I certainly hope there will be more presidential debates before the actual election takes place. I think Joe Biden will not do as well in the next few debates as he did in this one, if there are more debates. I mean, but then he could surprise me. Who knows? Anyway, now I'm starting to babble, so I'll stop now. Thanks for watching, and please comment below, like, share, comment, subscribe, the whole internet jazz, and have a good night, and God bless.